In a shocking encounter, a lion found a little boy alone on the road. What happened next will leave you surprised. Sebastian, a 27-year-old man, was getting ready for his regular fishing trip when he unexpectedly encountered a surprising sight in a dense jungle near his home. Instead of a hostile creature, he found a small, malnourished lioness with an injured paw. Despite her condition, she appeared non-aggressive and hungry. Sebastian, witnessing this scene, felt a mix of concern and compassion. He had heard stories about lions being social felines, and the cub's solitude could indicate a tragedy in her pride. He knew that leaving her alone and injured would be a death sentence in the jungle. Sebastian, driven by empathy, rescued the exhausted lioness, whom he named Nala, and nursed her back to health with care and dedication. Their bond grew strong as he trained her, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience. Little did Sebastian know that this encounter would change his life and the life of his little boy named Diego forever. Sebastian faced a dilemma as Nala, his beloved pet, grew from 10 kilograms to 60 kilograms. Despite his deep affection for her, he realized she had outgrown their living environment. The once accessible spaces became too small, and her food consumption skyrocketed. With a heavy heart, Sebastian decided to take her to a sanctuary where she could thrive among her own kind. Sebastian and Nala shared a heart-wrenching farewell as Sebastian left her in a sanctuary. Nala clung to him, revealing their deep bond, with Sebastian promising to visit and never forget her. Despite the sadness, Sebastian ensured Nala's well-being before departing, leaving both with heavy hearts. Sebastian and his lioness companion Nala were separated 7 years ago, but he still kept visiting her at the sanctuary, knowing she was living a better life suited for a lioness. Despite the time apart, their bond remained strong, and Nala recognized and showed affection for him during his visits. Sebastian, accompanied by his wife Maria and son Diego, eagerly anticipated visiting the sanctuary to reunite with Nala. Despite his mixed emotions of joy and anxiety, Sebastian focused on the excitement of the reunion, vividly describing Nala to his family. They eagerly prepared for the heartwarming encounter, hoping Nala would remember Sebastian as fondly as he remembers her. Finally, the day of the trip arrived. Sebastian, Maria, and Diego embarked on the trip to the sanctuary, where Sebastian eagerly anticipated reuniting with his old friend Nala, reminiscing about the days when she was just a cub and he could take her everywhere. As he arrived at the sanctuary, Sebastian encountered a majestic adult lioness with a shining golden coat. It was Nala. She seemed calm, enjoying the warmth of the sun on her fur. At first, she showed no sign of recognition at the sight of Sebastian, which made his heart clench with worry. However, Sebastian did not let himself be discouraged. He cautiously entered the enclosure, authorized by the sanctuary staff who trusted him. With a lump in his throat and hope in his heart, he called Nala by name softly. At the sound of her name, Nala raised her head and looked directly at Sebastian. For a moment, she looked confused, but then, as if her memory had struck her, she stood up and began to run toward him. He barely had time to get ready before the lioness was in front of him, rubbing herself against his body in a gesture of affection. Sebastian turned to his wife and son, who were watching the scene in awe. Sebastian's heart was pounding as he introduced his family to Nala. Maria and Diego cautiously approached the imposing lioness. Diego, in particular, looked at Nala with eyes full of wonder and curiosity, just as his father had done so many years ago. Then the unimaginable happened. Nala slowly approached Diego, sniffing him. Sebastian, watching with bated breath, witnessed Nala's unexpected display of affection as she gently licked Diego. This intimate interaction between his son and the lioness left Sebastian and everyone else present astonished and filled with emotion. The moment when Sebastian's son was embraced by the lioness Nala, whom Sebastian had raised, showcased an extraordinary connection that seemed to defy time and species. It emphasized the deep bond Sebastian had with Nala, now extending to his family. This touching reunion underscores the profound relationships humans can have with animals, highlighting the enduring power of love.